Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1963 Olympia SM7 vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Western Germany, one of the top typewriters of all time, along with the other SM series from Olympia, also known as the Mercedes-Benz of typewriters. Up top is the adjustable paper guide. This helps you guide the page in straight. I'm going to line that up with the edge of the platen, which is the main roller that feeds the paper, and this has a wide carriage, about 4 inches wider than your typical standard platen type space. This is your left margin. I'm going to set that on 0. And with that wide carriage, it blocks the right margin from going past the 80 mark. So if you need to use something closer to that, then you just move the left one and move this like this and just feed the paper in right there. But 80 is fine for what I'm doing here, so I'm just going to leave that on 80. And this is the paper support arm that flips up from the back like a switchblade and extends. And this is the, oops, a little bit crooked. This is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 3 adjustable rollers and a scale. Holds the page down nice and tight. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 1.5, or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want 1.5, just flip that switch down 1 notch. It skips 1.5, 1 more. Actually, that was double, I think. So that's 1.5, and that's double. But we're just going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it on the white indicator in the middle, it doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. Super reliable, about as reliable as it gets. Print looks good, really good, perfect. 11 characters per inch, which is common for Olympia. Most typewriters are either 10 or 12, which is Pica and Elite. This is actually considered Elite, but it's 11 characters. So it's right there in the sweet spot, common for Olympias. Elite number 8 is the specific slug stamp. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side here on the top. Flip that forward, it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier, load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. Going to flip this down for now. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. I'm going to put the color back on black as well. This button with the 4 dots is your margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release, so it does allow you to type past that all the way to the end. Backspace on the right side, very smooth. And touch control on the left here. Farther back you are, there's a minus sign and a plus sign. The farther back you are, the less tension when you hit the keys. When it's all the way down on the plus, the more tension it builds for the keys. So you do have to hit the keys harder for them to print, but they respond faster. So you just want to play with that. This already does have inherently a heavier touch than a lot of typewriters. The SM2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 all have pretty heavy touches, and then the 8 and 9 are much lighter. This is your carriage lock. You flip it up and move the carriage to the middle. It locks the carriage in the middle, so when you have it in the case, it doesn't bang around in there causing any kind of internal damage. Flip it down, unlocks it. And tab button on the top right. This is the difference between, I don't think there is an SM, there's not an SM6 that to compare this with. So the SM7 all have the tabs on the keyboard instead of the manual set tabs on the back like the SM8 and the SM3 have. So this is on the keyboard. I got tabs set at 10 space intervals, and I'm just going to clear them all with this tab all clear lever. So now we don't have any tabs set. So I'm just going to set one right in the middle, so that way when you hit the tab button, it doesn't go slamming all the way to the end, causing wear and tear in your typewriter. By hitting the plus sign to the right of the space bar, and it stops at that spot. To clear that one specific tab, hit the minus sign on the left side of the space bar. So now we don't have any tabs, but I'm going to keep one right there. The hood opens like a car hood. Actually, this one just comes all the way off. The SM8 and 9 pop up, and even they pop up like this and hook in. This one just comes completely off on the SM7. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left side, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction manually, the side that you want it to go to, just flip it to the middle or towards you, and it'll pull to that side. And that's meant to catch the eyelet at the end of the ribbon, and it'll pull it to the side it needs to go to automatically. And if you don't have eyelets, which is a little metal piece at the end, you can tie a knot about 6 inches away from the end there, and it'll pull on that and automatically reverse it. Pretty much every typewriter has that, some sort of a reverse, automatic reverse. Okay, this just goes right back in like this, hooks into the back. There's two prongs that hooks into, and it snaps down in the front. Carriage release on both sides. Super smooth like a Mercedes Benz. It's really top of the line when it comes to engineering with typewriters. If you pull out the knob on the left side, it disables the spacing. Just needs a little oil. That just I need to actually take that off and clean that, but that's okay. This is what it does. It's just a little rusty, but if you pull that out, it disables the spacing so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. And I need to clean that. It's an easy clean. And there is another option. If you flip the line space selector all the way back, it disables the spacing too. Just a different mechanism. That one flips it to the front, you get the clicks. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.